Today I'm very happy. I'm gonna talk about pallet box. So this is my fifth pallet box build. This is my newest build. Before showing you this one, I thought it would be a good idea to have a look at my previous build so we can see the evolution over time. So I hope this is gonna help you if you want to build your own pallet box or simply have more information about what a pallet box is. So when I started oil painting in May 2021, I directly felt the need to mix my colors on a glass palette, and this is the first glass palette that I built. So this is not a pallet box, it's just a palette. When I started oil painting, stayed in the studio mostly. The glass palette, I got it from a frame, a random frame that I had at home, and I made this wooden structure. So it's very bulky. I don't use it now anymore. So yeah, this was a horrible build, but I still use it for around a year. So quickly I wanted to go paint outside, and that's when the idea came into my mind to build a proper pallet box. That first pallet box, so it's very bulky, very heavy. This one is made of birch wood, so that's my second build, and it's finally a proper pallet box, even if it's very it's very bad, but it still worked. Again, I used this one for around a year. So this is made of birch wood. The birch wood is like a quarter thick and it opens like that. So that was the first time that I bought these friction hinges, and it worked very good, but I was dreaming. I thought that because of friction hinges, I thought I would be able to open the box and just paint like that, but it didn't work, of course. As soon as I started painting, well, the lid goes in the back, so you get to a stop, and then the lid, the pallet box is too open, at least for my taste. So I quickly had to find a solution, and I improvised something with this piece of wood that I will place. I put two screws here, and I place the piece of wood like that, and then it worked. The lid will stay open. But yeah, again, it was not perfect, but he made the job. So yeah, that was my first build, my second build, but my first pallet box. And well, it still has a glass palette, so that was very convenient. It's very heavy. It's too much, and it's too big also. So that's when I realized that that size, this is a 15 by 12. That was way too big. I didn't like it when I felt the need after a year of use with this one, and so I built my third pallet box after that. Unfortunately, that pallet box broke the first day, and I learned that the hard way, so I'm gonna give you a tip if you wanna build your own pallet box. I was taking a picture and video of my third pallet box, and when I was doing that, it fell off my tripod and the glass broke, so it was directly unusable, and I had to build another one directly. So this is the T-nut that allows the quick release plate to attach to that T-nut. Basically, I put the T-nut from outside, from here, and so basically when I attach the quick release plate, and so the T-nut detached itself, and then I directly built my fourth pallet box. So there we go. That's my fourth pallet box. That's my fourth build. This is the pallet box I still use today. I have been using this pallet box for almost 2 years now. It's really a pallet box that I absolutely love. I'm really happy about this one. This one started actually with a mistake, but in the long run, I noticed that mistake was very beneficial. So I explained, when I went to get the piece of wood to build that fourth pallet box, I was in a hurry, and I took without really looking, because I thought I knew where the birch wood panel was in the hardware store. And basically I took the wrong panel. So I will put the name of the panel on the screen, but this panel is way lighter and way thinner. It's not way thinner, but it's definitely not a quarter inch. It's thinner than that. I thought I did a mistake because I was worried it would not be strong enough to hold the pallet box together correctly when I paint. And basically 2 years after, I can tell you that was very beneficial for me, because it's really way lighter than birch wood. This one as well changed size. I thought 15 by 12 was too big. I just wanted something more convenient and really that fit my needs. So I didn't mind the thickness. That was totally okay in my backpack, but I really mind the size of it. So from 15 by 12, I went to 13 by 10. So this is a 13 by 10, and it's very, very nice. It's very enjoyable to work with. And this one also comes with two side trays. So this one open as well like that, and this time I have a stop here. I put these two little pieces in the back, so the pallet box stopped by itself at an angle that I chose. Yeah, it's a nice angle to work with. I was very happy. This angle allows me to rest my arm and my wrist on the ledge here, so it was very nice to work with that pallet box. So here I have the 2 trays that come with the pallet box. Here there's one that is open at the top, so the brushes can rest nicely in the box. And here this box is closed, and here is for my palette knives, my scraper, power bank, all the things that I have, and I can put it here. And these 2 trays come, they attach here on the side of the palette. So the way I attach so far my trays on the palette is with this little clip. Check my video about my plein air setup if you want to see how I attach. So here as well, this palette box has also a glass palette. As you can see, this palette box, the inside is a mid-value gray that I painted myself, and the outside is finished with a water repellent paint, so it's very efficient. I can paint in any weather. This palette box has really been amazing in almost 2 years now. The thing is that this palette box comes as well with a glass, which is my preferred way to mix my colors. But I just learned this past winter that a few times my setup almost fell on the floor. I was able to catch it just before, so this really bothered me this past winter. So I had the idea to build a 5th iteration, this time without the glass. So with the trays, this palette box weighs around 1.5 kilos, which is pretty heavy still, but the size is very convenient. And here in the back I have my quick release plate constantly attached to my palette box, and this is how it clips on my tripod. So there we go. This is my 5th and newest build. This one weighs just above 1 kilo, so it's a very lightweight palette box for the comfort that it offers. I got rid of the clips. I wanted to get the clips at the hardware store where I usually buy them. For 3 days in a row they didn't have it, so I decided I'm gonna turn that to my advantage, and I'm just gonna rethink the build. So I rethink the trays. I thought the old trays were a little too wide. The wider the trays, the more wind can catch behind or below it, and I reduced the size of the tray. So now the trays doesn't need clips anymore. They directly attach to the palette box, and I can open the trays like that, and then it allows me to open the lid. As you can see here, the finish of the build is as well a waterproof paint finish, so it's very efficient. Here now the finish changes a little bit because I don't have a glass no more, so that's the new thing. And this is finished with linseed oil. So this is not the linseed oil we use for oil painting. I used boiled linseed oil to make the finish of that piece of wood here. And I couldn't reach a mid value, but this will come over time the more I mix my paint. So this will require specific care. So that's when I hope that my mistake that was so valuable for my 4th build, that was the piece of wood that was lighter and really worked well with the glass palette. But now that I don't have the glass palette anymore, I'm wondering if that wood will really be strong enough to basically resist the mixing, maybe resist the solvent. I'm not sure if the linseed oil finish will resist the solvent. It's usually not recommended to use solvent on top of a linseed oil build. So that's a lot of interrogation that I have on that new build. I have no idea the way it's gonna hold. Only time will tell me. I will most likely come back to you and make a video about how this palette box holds in time, if it holds any time. I'm really not sure. I will see. As you can see, I didn't use it yet. Here I added a little bonus just because I like it. There's a little bend here, and so the brushes will hold correctly in the tray. As well, I changed the angle here. This is a little more open now. I really wanted that a little more open, but not too much. It's again a little stop here. I put 2 little pieces of aluminum to stop the lid. Here I have a quick release plate. They are constantly attached to my palette. I have 1 quick release plate per palette. It's a very enjoyable thing to have. It's very satisfying to build it yourself. So if you want to build it yourself, try to copy my design. It's very easy, and it's just 2 rectangles put together. And then you design the way you want. Very easy. It's I don't have the proper tools, so the finishing are not, I keep it simple because I wish I would have rounded angles and stuff like that, but I don't have the proper tools to do all that. I just do my best. Again, this is just for me, so I'm okay like that. My last build worked for 2 years wonderfully, so I hope this build's gonna last as long as that, at least, if not more. I hope you found this useful. I hope this gonna help you if you want to build your own palette box, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next one.